Hey there, Gemini. This is Chronic Joy Tarot, and this is going to be your October 2017 reading, or whenever you happen upon this video as well. I like to think that divine timing has a big play in exactly when we take in information and when we choose to focus on certain aspects of ourselves. It's all laid out in a perfect plan. So this is going to be just a general reading, we know, for Gemini, Sun, Moon, and Rising. And if you want a personal reading, get in touch with me on my About page. This is general only. If it doesn't really land on your heart today, then check back later, or check your other, your Moon and Rising signs too. Okay, the deck that I'm using for the Oracle, for the theme of our reading, is from this deck, Chakra Wisdom. And the card I pulled for you, Gemini, is a root chakra card, and it's Insecurity. Okay, so basically the message is sort of, the greatest adversary is the one living inside me. So this talks about internalizing your energy, holding your fears back will just create stagnation and possibly, grow those fears within you, right? Fears, resentment, regret, any of those kind of heavier, denser feelings. You want to be able to listen to them, tap into the energy that you have that can bring them forth, and then move on from them. There's always a miraculous change ahead. We cannot see it, but facing, these inner demons will always clear space for more beautiful things to occur. So let's see how we can tap into some of that energy and clear it. Okay? So the starting point you have here is the Rebel card. This is saying, you may have fears, but some of those might be self-imposed. And if you just show up as your whole self, the Rebel talks about sort of breaking chains of norms and things that are expected, and just being yourself and being unapologetically you. So this is a good place to start when we're working on clearing some of our stagnated energies that are within. Okay. The left side of this reading are internal energies that are not really seen by others, but you're aware of, that are within you. And then the right side are external energies, and it also reaches up to the outcome of the reading. Okay, our first internal energy is this: we are the world. So if you're feeling a sense of disconnection with others, this could be part of what makes you feel a little insecure in certain subjects. This isn't saying, oh, Gemini, you guys are all insecure and you have stuff to work on. Every one of us as a human being has, spaces within us that are not solid. And, fear brings a lot of shakiness, and it's very human, it's very normal. And so what this reading's guiding you to do is just tap into maybe one of those topics that make you feel a little shaky, and then look around and see if you're connecting with others in regards to that topic. If you are reaching out for support, or a listening ear or shoulder to lean on. If you're feeling like a lone wolf in this subject, then maybe what you're guided to do is to, release that, so that you're not the only one suffering. You're not suffering alone. I'm not saying, but that you're not trying to battle it all yourself. Like this guy in this picture, he's trying to live from his heart, but that demon is like, come on, right there, trying to tap into it. And it's all of us. This happens to all of us. So reach out and find your tribe and lean on them a little bit when it comes to working on this one subject. And then turn yourself toward the wonders of life. Turn your attention to your outside world, to nature, to children. I always like to say, you know, animals and children, they're really the truth because they just live spontaneously. They go by their instinct. They are honest with everything they're feeling and thinking. And tapping into that sort of childlike wonder is a really good idea for you because it takes your focus off of those heavier spaces and allows you to see all there is to appreciate, which is a lot, okay? And sometimes just by putting your attention toward appreciation and feeling a deep appreciation for other things and people, a lot of times it just clears and washes away our internal struggles. The next internal card is this card, friendliness. So I'm thinking that be kind to yourself. This is an internal energy. Normally I would say this is in relationship to another, but since it's in an internal position, I'm going to say while you're going through this process of clearing some, you know, thicker, denser energies, you know, be kind to yourself. Have patience, love yourself, know that, you know, no matter what happens, you'll always have your own love, your self-love. And it's really important. We forget so easily how important self-love is. It's such an important starting point, right? And since we're talking about the root chakra here, your starting point, basically, your groundedness, ground yourself, you know, root yourself like the trees, root yourself in exactly who you are and love it and appreciate all the aspects of you. Careful about clinging to the past, you know, holding, like this figure is holding all her memories in a box, and it's basically clouding or blocking her view of what life is right in front of her, of the beautiful life that's right here. And we do tend to get caught up in our memories. Why can't it be like this again? You know, remember when I used to be more fearless and less insecure and blah, blah, blah. You know, it's all a process. And past memories are a beautiful thing, but hanging on to them and longing for it to be that way again is really, you're missing out on what's right here. And what's right here is life itself. That's your life. Like, it's not, it's such a simplified way to see it, but it's just huge if you really sit with it, you know, like, just sit with the life that's right here. Listen to the laughter around you. Look at the, you know, the way that nature interacts, the way that nature flows, you know, the weather and the animals and all the elements and the relationships you do have that are positive and connecting, just like this We Are the World card. You know, memories are wonderful, but when they hold you down and they block your progress, then it's time to put your attention elsewhere. Okay? And the final internal energy here, yes, look at that, Gemini. Thunderbolt. This is huge shifts coming. This, now, you know, people, this is like the Tower card in traditional tarot, and I think there are some people like stop short when they pull this card. For me, I actually love this card because I am talking about the art of self-development and ascension and raising your vibration and expanding, you know, your heart and growing in your life. And this is necessary. The shedding of old people, connections, ways of being. The shedding is crucial to being able to make a clearing and make progress. And since this is an internal energy and it's a major arcana and it's at the top of your internal energy, I'm thinking, you know, you're in for a major shift. Now, if you start to just tap into one thing you're insecure about, say you don't like the way your nose looks, I don't know, I'm just going to use something superficial, then, you know, turning your attention toward, first of all, you know, finding the love within your tribe is the biggest thing, self-love, and then turning your outlook, actually realizing that your outlook is changing toward that topic, is a thunderbolt itself. Because when you actually have that point of realization, yeah, I see it differently now, there's a freedom to that, and there's a release. And that's what we're looking for you, Gemini. Okay? And then in your external world, I pulled 2 cards for the apex here. Careful as you go along the way, as you go to work with these insecurities. I pulled this morality card, and that's a mind card. And this cautions us to question. We like to say things are right and wrong, good and bad, one way or the other. There's a set of rules to follow. Let's question that, okay? Especially on your inner journey here and trying to root up some of your less stable feelings. Let's question that there's any one right way to do it, right? Like, you may want to just put your face in a pillow and scream it out, I love my nose now, or whatever. You know what I mean? I mean, it's like there are no rules. And you're not harming anybody by doing your internal work, and you are harming yourself by not doing it, right? So go for it. Whatever feels right. And in tandem with that card, I pulled this new vision card, which is perfect, because whatever feels right, even if it's new and innovative and not the norm and not something you would have done in the past, go for it. You'll never realize those miracles that are waiting for you. They're always there, and only the higher power knows, only spirit knows what's coming. And if you believe it, it will show up sooner. So clearing those darker energies that are within us is crucial to being able to stay open to the life that's here, and welcome in the new wondrous things that are waiting to happen for you. Okay, I hope this reading helped you, and I appreciate you coming to visit my channel. Check soon for the mid-month updates, and I will talk to you guys soon. Love you, Geminis.